Zarance goes in and immediately releases the field, and Very Tempting was the first to get going over Angola. Trap for Fools about to work up for White and also Falcon Crest. Now they're going to have a good look at each other in the first couple of 100 metres and determine who's going to take it up early. Dark Musket was able to settle in behind that group of four. Sunset Superman down on the inside, and they're just walking as they go into the first corner, leaving the straight. Shintamani went back. Over on her inside at the 1800, last of all is Zarance. Angola led them early, but White now just giving Trap for Fools a little more leather. And as they approach the crossing here, going along the Matheson Road side of the track, Trap for Fools about to take over from Angola. Falcon Crest only a length away, running third. Sunset Superman with the gold cap. Next on the inside of Very Tempting, improving. A little over a length to Dark Musket. Down on the inside, Zarance, and last of all is Shintamani. Trap for Fools takes the field here in the Towton Cup. Up into the back section of the Ascot racecourse with about 1,350 to go. Trap for Fools a length and a half clear. Second over on the outside, Falcon Crest. Angola the box seat. Third, 1,200 from the judge. Fourth, Very Tempting in the Cerise and White. Then Sunset Superman. Fifth, the fence. 3/4 of a length away, Dark Musket, who on this day 2 years ago ran third in the Kingston Town. A length away is Zarance, and back with it then is Shintamani. He's getting it all his own way. The Hong Kong champ, Dougie White. At the 900, Trap for Fools, shooting for 6 in a line, leads the way. Falcon Crest stalks him second. Angola third, no change. Running fourth, Very Tempting. Sunset Superman strung up inside Dark Musket. He'll put the pace on pretty soon from Zarance and Shintamani. 6 lengths cover the field. By the 600 they come. Trap for Fools about to work into another gear. Still well held though. Leads the way. Falcon Crest niggled at by Ollie. He goes up now and he challenges White with Trap for Fools. Angola third, waiting for the get out. Very Tempting fourth, peeling 3 deep. Shintamani's gone up near the middle. Sunset Superman near the rail. Then Dark Musket, Zarance last of all. White makes his move now. He presses down on the leader, Trap for Fools at the 200. He'd kicked 2 in front of Angola. Then Falcon Crest, who can't go with him. Further back is Dark Musket, but it's another one for Trap for Fools. Sublime front running ride by the Hong Kong star. Dougie White home on Trap for Fools and makes it 6 in a line from Angola. Falcon Crest, Dark Musket, then Zarance, Shintamani, Very Tempting, and Sunset Superman is back there amongst the last in.
Well, it's just a picket fence alongside Trap for Fool's name. Another win. That's 5 in a row. That's 7 out of 8. The only blemish recently was at Bunbury on the 14th of October, and that was a narrow defeat. A second here, Trap for Fools wins again, and a big plus there. White, knowing him after that ride, wasn't worried when there were challenges. He knew that there was a big kick there, and away that horse went.
I know the horse has won, but it was just the manner in which he rode him today compared to last time, because he was on the bit throughout last start. Normally we'd see him let down from the 6. We saw that today. So he knew what the horse was all about, and he's allowed him to roll from the 600, and he's found plenty, and he's left his rivals labouring.
Could he win a Perth Cup?
Oh, I think so. I think one of the biggest advantages with this horse, in fact, there's 2 advantages. One is Lindsay Smith, and the other is that he is an on-speed runner. They're 2 massive advantages here at Ascot. Lindsay, as we know, he's trained Group 1 winners. He's a master trainer, but this horse is on speed. It is always a great place to be at Ascot, especially if we've got a hot day where there's no breeze, and if he can get away with something up front, he'll be awfully hard to roll.
Number 3, Angola, runs second, followed Trap for Fools through and got up underneath Falcon Crest to grab second. Falcon Crest third, Dark Musket has run fourth. 8, 3, 2 and 4. And Gareth will soon catch up with Lindsay Smith, the trainer of Trap for Fools, who continues its winning run. The 4-year-old, a chestnut by Poet's Voice out of Old Money and Old Spice Mare. And here's Lindsay with Gareth.
You got to love Trap for Fools. Makes his own luck, breaks their hearts, and makes it 5 on the trot.
Yeah, not many better rides than that. He had one ride on him, obviously, a couple of weeks ago. He got him switched off. It'd be a great... I know he's never allowed to come back here again under the rules, but he hasn't made it home yet, so we might just have to shackle him or something.
And it means a lot to Douglas White. He's done it all in Hong Kong, one of the great riders of all time. He pumps the fist after the line. It means something to him.
Oh, we've become quite close, Douglas and I and my family, and so it was a little bit choked up. It was
You are,
good to
Lindsay.
it, yes. But no, he's a very nice man and great ride.
Perth Cup now.
Yeah, he'll go on to that. So, as I say, Douglas hasn't made it home yet, so he might have to just take his passport.
How many more starts does he have before the Perth Cup?
How many weeks? Four? No. He'll go to the Van Hemst and into the Perth Cup.
Great training performance. Job well done again. That's a double for Al Smith.
Cheers.
Yes, that's a point well made there by Lindsay, because this is the last day we will probably see Douglas White riding here in Perth. He's had some wonderful wins here on this race course, but the Perth Cup isn't a Group 1, so he won't be allowed to come back to ride this horse in the Perth Cup. But because of the way the rules are now set in Hong Kong, they can only come back for the top-rated Group 1s in Australasia. And the Railway and the Kingston Town and the Winterbottom aren't up on those, up on the higher rung of those Group 1 races. So, whereas this could be the last day we see Dougie over here in Perth while he's a contracted rider in Hong Kong.
Yeah, exactly, Greg. We'll wait and see, but maybe there's some dispensation for him in years to come. We'll have to wait and see.
He can retire and move to Perth.
Exactly. Let's catch up with Douglas White now. We'll just wait for Darren McCauley to cross down for our on-course patrons. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Greg. Douglas, congratulations on the victory. Gave you a bit of satisfaction crossing the line.
It did. You know, he knows his horses inside out, and when I came back last time when I won on him, he kind of looked at me sideways. He said I hung on to him for too long, and he was right, but he didn't have the feeling that I had. The horse just simply didn't relax last time. He got into a bit of a bun fight early, and he grabbed the bridle, and he was just too aggressive the whole way around, and I therefore had to wait longer in order for him to sustain that long distance run of his. But today, whatever he's done, he's brought him to the races, and he said, I'm not going to tell you how to ride him, but just go a bit sooner. And he never took hold of the bridle today, and I was able to ride him like he wanted me to ride him, and that's the way to ride him, but he's got to relax like he did today. And he gave me a better feel than he did last time.
You took off before the 600 metres. That's what we expected. And how were you feeling once he entered the home straight? Were you confident of victory at that stage?
Very much so. I got him rolling. I got him into a nice rhythm. And when I picked him up again, turning in, he really lengthened again. So he gave me two good pickups. And with 54, and we know his ability to stay, they weren't going to get by him today.
And the wide draw wasn't an issue because it gave you time to be able to cross, probably amble forward.
I was more satisfied today with the outside draw than I was last time. He begins okay. He doesn't win the start, but you know, with the way he races, you then have to persevere and try and get him forward and get him rolling. So with an inside draw, you don't want him to cross too quickly, and that might have been the reason for him firing him up last time.
I'll let you go in one moment, but just before we do, it could be the last time we see you here riding Life Less Ordinary in the Group 1 with the changes made by the Hong Kong Jockey Club.
Yeah, be a sad day when I get on the plane tonight, but some way, somehow, I'll be back.
Best of luck in the Group 1.
Thank you.
Douglas White, successful aboard Trap for Fools in the Churchill Consulting GA Towton Cup.
Yes, he certainly loves Perth, no doubt about it. And Chris Waller and Douglas White combined to win a Kingston Town Classic in 2014 with Moriarty. Can they do it again this year with Life Less Ordinary? Okay, that brings us along to the big one of the day, race number 8, the Kingston Town Classic over 1,800 metres.